Alright guys, Fuller coming to you with another video. Shout outs to the whole LDBC. So in this video, man, I kind of want to go into some more soccer happenings. So I was watching the France women's versus the Nigeria women's game. And here's another uphill battle us African teams have, when it comes to these world tournaments. The powers that be may not even want us to win the games when we're doing everything fair and square. They may make some twists and turns in order to keep us from even winning the games. Because when I look at the France-Nigeria game, okay, there was a penalty. I admit that the Iberde, she did foul the French keeper, French attacker. She did foul him inside the box. I give him that. But when the French missed the first penalty, they gave the goalkeeper some kind of offense and then gave the goalkeeper a yellow card. So I don't understand why that goalkeeper is getting a yellow card when everything was fair and square, when it was a fair save. So then they made them redo the penalty, and of course the French attacker is gonna score 9 times out of 10 on the second attempt. That game should have been a I want to say a penalty shootout, or it should have went to extra time. France shouldn't have gotten another chance at the penalty. The first block was fair and square, but they didn't count it as such, So African football has two issues. Number one is the corruption. We already know about that. We already know that African football is very, very corrupted. We don't need to talk about that. But number two is we have uphill battles to even get to far in these tournaments. We have outside influences that we cannot control, such as the one that happened yesterday with the France and Nigeria game. Now granted, don't get me wrong, the Nigerian team, of course, with all African teams, as I said in the previous video, we need to learn how to play with the ball on the ground. Long ball is not going to work in today's game. It has not helped us thus far. We need to learn how to play with the ball on the ground. But at the same time, we also need to realize that we're up against basically against a whole system, Now granted, imagine what would have happened if Nigeria would have scored an extra goal against France, and they're the host nation. Imagine if Nigeria would have won a penalty shootout against France, and they're the host nation. That would have been the ultimate upset in which France was not going to allow. So with that being said, all I gotta say is that, that means we really gotta get our act together with football, And, granted, I'm a fan of a lot of sports, but, the sports that are very significant to me, of course, are boxing, of course, are track and field athletics, I definitely like me some football too. That's why I make these videos on football sometimes, because it's important to me, and it's important that we grow in football when it comes to this matter. you know I'll give you another example of where we got played, where we got robbed, because it was they feared that an African team getting through is going to be a problem. One instance is when the 2002 Men's World Cup took place and Senegal was on the tear. Senegal was doing their thing, man. Like, we were really doing our thing. Like, when we talk about playing with the ball on the ground, please, we were doing that. And we mixed it with speed, physical strength, and technique. When we played against Turkey, there was a goal that we made and it was clearly onside. But the referee said offside, offside, offside. Because of that, as a result, it gave Turkey the opportunity to gain momentum and to score a goal. Now granted, the goal that we scored was onside, but they marked it as offside. And due to the goal being offside, we had no other options but to we succeeded the game to Turkey, because the momentum was gone, because we were tired. This was a very hard fought game, and it's just we were tired. I'm not making an excuse for Senegal, but it's just, it is what it is, So we let Turkey score, and we ended up losing the game, and so at this point, we have many obstacles in the way when it comes to world football, but it really starts at home. That's what I'm going to say. It really starts from the grassroots level. It really starts from us, really getting our act together, getting more organized, getting more disciplined, paying the right people so we can succeed in the world game. I want to see an African team lift an international trophy, okay? I don't know how likely that is to happen with internal things that are going on in the teams, but as well as external things that we have no control of happening. So at this point on, my predictions for the Women's World Cup, from what I see, I just see probably a final between the United States and France. That's just what I see happening at this point in time. And if I had to choose a winner, I would choose France, because France is just way more organized and and basically more technical, and so with that being said, I'm going to sign out. Leave your thoughts, leave your comments. I would love to actually collaborate with people who have the same enthusiasm for the quote-unquote beautiful game, and talk about these issues and whatnot. My platform is very small, and my intention wasn't even to continue this platform, but seeing that is something that the person I originally started off with just kind of probably left off because he got so busy with other things. I had to take the baton. So, stay tuned. There'll be some more content. There'll be some more boxing. I'm going to get some more, probably have some more, content with Demetrius Andrade getting ready for his fight, and hopefully I can get some with Erislandy Lara getting ready for his fight. Full of sign out. Inshallah.